Nita was recently married and had started living in a joint family with her husband and in-laws. After a few days, she started to realize that she is not able to get along with her mother-in-law. Nita's mother-in-law was conservative whereas Nita was liberal with modern lifestyle. Soon they both started quarreling due to differences in opinions and lifestyle. As days and months passed, none of them changed their behavior. Nita became very aggressive over the time and started to hate her mother-in-law. She started to think about how to get rid of her mother-in-law. Once, as usual, when she quarreled with her mother-in-law, her husband took his mother's side. She became very angry and left to her father's home. Nita's father was a chemist and she told him about everything that's been happening. Then she pleaded with her father that give her something poisonous, so she can mix it up and give it to her mother-in-law to get rid of her. Nita's father felt pity at her situation but told her,
"If you give poison to your mother-in-law, you and I both will end up in jail. It is not the right thing to do."
But Nita was in no mood to listen and understand. Finally, her father gave in. He told her,
"Okay, as you wish, but I don't want to see you in jail, so do as I tell you."
Nita agreed. Her father brought a powder and told her,
"Every day when you make a lunch or dinner, just mix a little pinch of this powder in your mother-in-law's meal. Since the quantity will be less, she won't die quickly but will slowly in few months and people will think she has died naturally."
He also told her,
"Because no one should have doubt on you, from today onwards, you will not fight at all with your mother-in-law but instead you will be very caring towards her. Even if she says something which you don't like, you will not be rude, you will simply be polite only."
Nita agreed, thinking she will be free from her mother-in-law's quarreling in few months, and came back to her in-laws. As advised by her father, she started mixing the powder in her mother-in-law's meals. She behaved very caring and polite whenever her mother-in-law said something. As time started to pass, Nita's mother-in-law's nature also started to change. Because Nita was being very caring towards her, she too started to be affectionate towards her. Five months passed and Nita had been mixing the powder, but atmosphere of the house was changed. There were no quarrels, both were praising each while talking to neighbors. They got very attached to each other like a mother and daughter. Now, Nita started to get worried, thinking due to the powder, her mother-in-law may die soon. She ran at her father's home and told him,
"Dad, please give me the antidote to cure the effect of that poisonous powder you gave. I don't want to lose my mother-in-law, she is just like my mom and I love her very much."
Her father smiled and said,
"Which poison? I had simply given you a sweetener."
Moral: each person is different. However, We must try to understand each other and adjust a little to make a healthy relationship with each other.